findagrave.com is great for finding graves, but it's also a great way to find pictures of your ancestors. You just go ahead and type in your ancestor's first name and their last name, and if it's a fairly common name, I also like to add the year of death to narrow it down a little bit. And if you search like this and there's still too many results, you can just go up to the top and refine your search by entering in a location if you have that information. Now, this worked for me, so I'm going to click on my ancestor. And this first photo that you see here is typically uploaded by a photo volunteer, and they're not necessarily related, although sometimes they are, so that is something to keep in mind. And then as you scroll down here, though, if there's extra photos down here, these are typically added by family members. And you can just go ahead and click on that person's name, and it'll bring up an area where you can send them a message. And I just sent her a message and said, thank you so much for adding that photo. He was my third great grandfather, and are you related also? And she replied yes, and she sent me a link to her personal tree on Ancestry, and there were tons of photos on there of many family members that I was able to use, and she was just very nice, and it's been fun to communicate with her. If you don't feel comfortable emailing people though, or if that person doesn't respond to you, another thing you can do is come over here to Photos Added, and you can click on that and see all the photos that this person has uploaded to find a grave. And they are likely adding these to their ancestors, which some of them will be your common ancestors since you already have one. And these ones at the top I'm not related to, but as I scroll down, I start to see some more that I am related to. So that is a way to find more photos of your ancestors. Now, if you go back to that first page where you have your ancestors profile, you're going to want to check out this photo tab right here, because if there's more than 3 photos, they won't all show up here. You'll have to go to the photo tab to view more of them. And over here, we have family members that are linked. And it's always a good idea to pop in there and see if there are photos in there as well. Here we're going to take a look at his wife. And I love this because this shows the same grave, but it's a different angle. And now you can see that they were actually buried together. We also find in her information here is an obituary, and a lot of these profiles will have obituaries added. Even if the person isn't related, they will often search for an obituary. If they can find one, they'll attach it. And here again, we see that photos tab where we're able to see more photos of that person. And that is just a really fun way that you can find photos of your family on Find a Grave, and I hope you have fun playing around with it.